Welcome to this first installment of the video series about controlling and automating Davinci Resolve using Touch Portal. Davinci Resolve does not offer many options for automation from a desktop point of view, like an API or something similar. But with Touch Portal, we can overcome most of this due to the powerful options Touch Portal offers. The first way we can automate parts of Davinci Resolve, or any other application, is by using hotkeys to trigger specific functionality. We will start by creating a simple toggle button to toggle between play and stop. The toggle system is created by using the toggle button state action in combination with an if statement. If the button state is on, we execute the low-level key press L, which is the hotkey for play. If the button state is off, we execute the low-level key press K, which is the hotkey for stop. Now, when we press the button once, it will trigger the play hotkey and start playing. When we press it again, it stops playing. Not all functionality can be controlled by using hotkeys in Davinci Resolve, but this is where Touch Portal starts to shine. Touch Portal offers many smart techniques to control and automate other parts of Davinci as well. And we start in this video by showing you how you can click on all sorts of buttons that are not reachable by hotkeys by using Touch Portal's image match actions. So we add the click region image match action. We'll click on the select image button to use the tool that allows us to select a region on screen and an image part to click on. The first step here is to set the region we want to search in when we use this action. In my case, my monitor has a width of 3440 pixels, so we set a region in the right corner of that screen. I always use Davinci full screen, so I know that part of the application will always be in that region. If yours is not always in that same position, you want to make it more dynamic by using the get window info action to get the bounds of the Davinci application and calculate the region manually. In step 2, we will mark the video button in Davinci, as that is the part we want to click on. Be sure to use the unselected button in this screen, otherwise it will not work because you want to search for and press the unselected button to navigate to the video settings. Click on Save and you will see the action is set up with the information you used in the tool. Now we press the button, and if Davinci is showing on screen, it will look in the specific region for the given image and click on that location. If it's not, the action will just silently fail. It will also fail if the video section is already selected, because the image will also not match as we used the unselected version of the video button. Our last technique this video will be to use a button's hold functionality to use the jog wheel. In later videos in this series I will also show you how to do this with a slider or a dial, but we start with the principle of the technique first. We create a value called Davinci jog wheel right hold state with these settings. We add a set value action in the on hold of this button and set it to 1. When we press down the button, the value becomes 1, and as soon as we release the button again, it becomes 0 again. So to act on this, we will add a when value changes event in the on event section, point it to the value and set it to listen for when it changes to 1. We first store the current mouse location in local values 10 and 11 so that we can move back the mouse after we are done. Next, we set 4 local values to the position of the jog wheel in Davinci Resolve and add a few pixels so that we will end with 2 different screen points. You can find the location easily by looking at the button editor screen, as it shows the mouse position as Touch Portal sees it. Now we start by implementing the actual jog wheel handling. The first action we add is the repeat x times action, and we set it to repeat 100 times. Then inside the repeat function, we first need to check if we have released the button. We do this with an if statement that checks if the value we made is no longer 1. If it's not anymore, we add a small wait function of 100 milliseconds to ensure the mouse is no longer moving. We then set back the mouse to the location it was before we started this functionality, and then we use the stop executing any actions action to stop this functionality entirely. If it's still 1, we are still holding the button, and to use the jog wheel, we need to drag the mouse a bit from the center of the jog wheel. We do this with the 4 previously made local values and the drag mouse action. And we finish the repeat sequence by adding a wait timer of 120 milliseconds. Now, when you keep pressing this button, it will continuously do a short drag mouse on the jog wheel, which starts jogging DaVinci forward through the media. Thank you for watching and see you in the next part of the video series on controlling and automating DaVinci Resolve.